Of all the Stoic virtues, the only one that cannot be feigned is courage. You can pretend to be wise, just, or temperate, but eventually in life, you'll have to face your problems, and facing them requires courage. Courage is not synonymous with madness. Taking excessive risks is madness, not courage. Courage is not the absence of fear, anger, or sadness. It's the virtue that enables you to do what's right despite the circumstances. A brave person may feel fear, but despite it, they do what they believe is right and necessary in each situation. Running away from problems is futile, it only makes them bigger. A Stoic acts despite obstacles, turning them into their own path. Take the example of Hercules approaching adulthood. Faced with two paths in a dream, virtue and pleasure, pleasure offered an easy life without challenges, while virtue promised a difficult path with potential rewards and sacrifices. Hercules chose virtue, living a challenging but fulfilling life, facing courageously everything that came his way until he became a god. Like Hercules, Stoics choose the path of virtue, requiring courage for virtuous actions. In this video, I'll discuss courage, the second of the 4 Stoic virtues. Before we begin, please like the video to help spread this philosophy, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to not miss any future videos. I imagine you're already familiar with the story of the Battle of Thermopylae, where King Xerxes' Persian army, numbering 300,000 soldiers, threatened to destroy all of Greece. Faced with the lack of coordination among the Greek armies to defend against the Persian invaders, King Leonidas of Sparta decided to confront them, buying time for the Greeks to organize. Unable to bring the Spartan army to the battle due to religious festivities, Leonidas headed to the Thermopylae Pass with 300 men from his personal guard. They knew it was suicide, 300 against 300, 000 had no chance of victory. Still, they understood it was their duty as Spartans and Greeks. They likely felt fear facing the prospect of death but didn't show it, displaying courage in facing a challenging situation, acting rightly despite the odds. The 300 Spartans died at Thermopylae, including King Leonidas, but their sacrifice and courage allowed the Greeks to organize at Salamis and Plataea, where they defeated the Persians. This story exemplifies courage, a willingness to confront a difficult situation that pushes you to the limit and still act rightly, not fleeing from the problem. The 300 Spartans saved all of Greece through their courage. This tale serves as a clear example of courage. Legend has it that Leonidas himself descends from Hercules, showcasing both as examples of Stoic courage. Stoics didn't seek or embrace risk unnecessarily but faced danger or unpleasant situations when they believed something more significant was at stake. For Stoics, courage is essential to possess the other 3 virtues: wisdom, justice, and temperance. Acting rationally involves wisdom, justice, and temperance, and to act rationally, one must be courageous. Courage is needed to confront your ego, to combat biases, and to approach the truth. It's required to admit mistakes, face external opinions, strive for goals, and acknowledge what you can change. To cultivate courage, focus on 3 things. 1. Develop a sense of responsibility by reflecting on what's under your control, understanding that being responsible means caring for and protecting it. When things go wrong, it's your responsibility. We can't be courageous without becoming responsible. In the history of the 300 Spartans, those going to fight are aware that they are responsible for protecting and defending their city and its people. No one would be willing to face such a numerous enemy without understanding that it is their responsibility. Whether they like it or not, the lives of many people depend on them confronting fear. 2. Understanding what is within our control and what is not is crucial. There are countless situations that make us afraid and are beyond our control. It's important to differentiate what we can and cannot control. Stoic courage arises from the following questions: if something that scares me is entirely beyond my control, what's the point of fearing it? If others' actions are not within our control, why fear them? Stoics reflected on these questions to avoid fearing external factors, such as poverty, public opinion, illness, or even death. A Stoic is neither foolish nor brave for the sake of bravery, They lack fear because they realize there is nothing to fear. 3. Practice courage. In Seneca's words, there is no one less fortunate than the person whom adversity forgets, as they lack the opportunity to test their courage. Courage must be practiced daily through small, uncomfortable actions, stepping out of your comfort zone gradually. It's crucial to get used to being brave because, at some point, everyone will face a situation requiring courage. Don't let that situation surprise you unprepared. Train your courage daily. What are your thoughts on this virtue? I look forward to your response in the comments. I hope this video inspires you to become braver in situations that demand it. Remember, courage means acting correctly despite fear or circumstances, always accompanied by prudence. It's not about acting thoughtlessly but acting purposefully, taking risks for a greater good. I encourage you to embody this Stoic virtue in practice, just like Hercules or Leonidas. Until next time.